is now my pleasure to welcome class of 2023 Valedictorian, Aleah now.
Good evening, members of the school board, faculty, family, friends, and the graduating class of 2023. It is a great honor to speak to you all today. Getting to this point in our lives has been years in the making, and we should be so proud of all of our accomplishments and the work we've put in to get here. So let's give a big round of applause to the class of 2023. In these moments of elation, we often forget to thank those who have supported us in our pursuit of this achievement. Therefore, I would like to thank the parents, parental figures, and friends, the people who raised us, cheered us on, and showered us with love and encouragement. You have been and continue to be central in shaping and influencing this amazing group of graduates. I would also like to thank my own parents, who gave me the perfect amount of encouragement and gentle discipline, and who taught me that unconditional love is not weak, but is one of the most powerful and beautiful things a person can experience and give to others. And my brother Josh, who never fails to make me laugh and also helped me on part of this speech. Thank you to the coaches and teammates who gave us a second family and who have inspired us to do our best, whether we're out on the field, track, court, or in the pool. Thank you to the teachers who have worked tirelessly throughout our time in the district to ensure we all had a chance for success. Your work does not go unnoticed, and we all deeply appreciate everything you have done for us. Thank you to my fellow classmates who motivated me to work hard in school and promoted a great sense of community within the district. It has been such an honor growing up and learning alongside of you. I can safely say that without all of you, I would not have the privilege of addressing you today. And last, but most importantly, I would like to thank God, not only because it's a miracle that I survived 13 years of compulsory education, but also because my faith has been a huge encouragement for me over the years, and I could not have achieved half of the things I did or be half of the person I am today without some serious help. A couple of days after I was announced valedictorian, I received a letter from Mr. Van Fossen, our superintendent. In the letter, he congratulated me on all of my hard work and dedication. He also recognized all the sacrifices I had made to get to where I am today. And for some reason, the word sacrifices really struck me. I had never really thought about what I'd have to give up over the years. I had only considered keeping my grades up as a necessary means to an end, and hadn't thought about what I sacrificed to get those grades. So, for the first time, I began to think about what I might have missed out on by chasing society's idea of success. Sure, I prioritized my academics, music, and swimming, and won some awards from that, but was I prioritizing the wrong things? What did I give up on or neglect? I began to realize that I probably missed out on some unforgettable experiences with my family and friends. I neglected my inner circle chasing academic success. I also neglected my faith, along with many other aspects of my personal development. And by the time I had thought all of this, it was too late to get back many of the things that I shouldn't have sacrificed. Only now have I begun making an effort to develop some of the parts of my life that I pushed to the side. I don't regret my hard work, and I'm glad to see it pay off. But I think that I was so overly focused on my goal of academic success that I gave up things that I didn't need to give up. I had become so completely imbalanced that I wasn't aware that there was a way I could live without giving up everything else for school and still do well. Graduates, we are still so young. We have our whole lives ahead of us, and right now, there is still time for us to change the course of our lives for the better. So to help kick off that change, and because what kind of valedictorian would I be if I didn't talk about school all the time? I'd like to talk to you all about something I learned in my macroeconomics class this year, opportunity cost. And I did not know that Mr. Van Fossen was also going to touch on this, but I guess you're all getting a pretty solid lesson in economics this evening. Opportunity cost is giving up the next best resource or product to get more of the resource you want to produce the most of. Essentially, this means that to get something that you really want, you need to focus more of your resources on it. But the cost is that you have to take resources away from the things you're not prioritizing. Shout out to Mr. Hughes for teaching me this. I hope I explained it well. In economics, the idea is more or less straightforward, but the principle of opportunity cost surprisingly applies really well to life. In every goal you pursue in life, whether it be academics, athletics, the arts, your faith, or interpersonal relationships, you must devote your time, energy, and effort to find success or fulfillment in it. But you don't need to devote all of your energy or sacrifice everything else to do that. It is a normal, healthy part of life to work towards achieving a goal, and it's wonderful when you finally get to see the fruits of your labor. But if you spend years chasing after one thing, be it success, money, or any other singular goal, you might get trapped trying to squeeze water from a stone, trying to get as much out of that one goal as possible. And when you finally look up, a lot of time and multiple opportunities have flown by, and you don't realize how much you've missed out on until something jolts you out of that ambition-induced trance. But it's easier to pull yourself out of that if you pause for a minute, every so often, to think about your life and how you're spending your time. It's so easy to get tunnel vision when you're chasing a goal. And while short-sighted people may tell us that we're too young for our actions to have any real impact, this is simply not true. Though we may not have degrees or careers yet, the actions we take to change our own lives for the better will not only benefit ourselves, but will also help countless others. So take some time and check in with yourself. Ask yourself, is this all I really want? What am I missing out on or neglecting? And do I really need to give up my whole life to achieve this one goal? If the answer to that last question is no, you can adjust and devote more of your time and attention to other things that bring you joy that you may have thought you didn't have time for. You might suddenly realize that you have time to explore new things, reconnect with your loved ones, or even just relax for a moment. By chasing after a singular goal, we inadvertently start to limit ourselves and put all other aspects of our lives on the back burner. So I implore you to take a step back and really examine and consider your goals, how much time you're devoting to them, and whether giving up everything else is worth it to you. There are 24 hours in a day. By all means, sleep for 8 to 10 of them, and work towards your goals for some of those hours as well. But if you can set aside even 1 hour each day that you would usually utilize for extra or unnecessary work to do something new or fulfilling, you might just find yourself enjoying parts of life that you never would have thought to explore. So, friends, family, and graduates, let us take off one more minute from our busy lives to join me once again in celebrating the Maine Endwell graduating class of 2023.
We might have found our next superintendent, so that's good. But can we give it up for all of our student speakers? The future is bright. It is my pleasure to next extend